Right, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be for, is only really going to interest those among you that perhaps work on gas or sort of air and ducting and this sort of thing. So this may not interest any of you. So today I'll be looking at two manometers. Right, this is a model called ETI. That's it. Don't know if you see that there. This is an ETI. I've been using this for about almost a year now, so I suppose it may be due for calibration soon. So this is, as you can see, it's the 9202. It's a 9202 model. So just want to. I'm not going to. Just going to tell you a bit about how I've found when I've been using it. So this was about. It was. I think it's just under £100, and then I paid a little bit extra for this rubber boot. Yeah, and that was about another £15. But I have to say, well worth it. And excellent. This is an excellent boot, I have to say. So this just put that in there so you get an idea of how it is with this. Yeah, so but if you're going to buy one of these, this is excellent. I do advise that you buy one of these. So it is magnetic. So that will stick to your gas meter. Got a magnet there, and you've got the flip stand so that you can put that like that. So but that magnet is very strong and it really holds well, so that's excellent. As you can see, this is dual input manometer. So I tend not to use the dual input side of it very often, and before I got this I actually had this, which is, as you can see, it's a TPI 608. Actually had I think I had 3 of these, so yeah, I think I had 3 of these, and the reason is after a while you tend to, the product cost, back then it costs 80 quid, and calibration was about £45 or something. So once it gets a little bit rough, we just used to buy another one. So anyway, so with these two, what do I like about it? So this one I've got batteries in it, so I can show you the display. So got a very clear display. Don't know if you can see that there. Very clear display. As you can see, it's showing slightly thingy. I know you can zero it there, and it will zero. Yeah. Then you've got a backlight, which is again very useful, very good, and you can choose the units there as well. You can cycle through the units there. So again, a very good choice of units there. I'll just quickly show you what it's got. Yeah. So there. Yeah, it's got H2O. That's it. Oh, you can choose bar, H2O, PSI, millibars. That's it. So I'll put it back to millibars anyway. What I really like about this is this record feature. So when it does is, when you press that record, you'll see the little timer at the top there. So imagine you're doing a tightness test, 2-minute tightness test. It will record the minimum, the maximum, and the average during that time as you cycle through this. So I'm just gonna blow in this. Right. And if I press this, it will show me. Was it that one? Yep. Was it that one? That's it. Yep. Okay, so there's been about a minute there, and that's showing me there. Yeah. so I don't know if you can see that there. It's showing me minimum, maximum, and average. So yeah, so it's I do like that timer. It's very useful. So so overall, what do I think about it? I've got some reservations about it. Like I say, the boot excellent in practice on an everyday basis. Very easy to use. The only thing I don't like about it, when I compare to this, is it seems to take a little bit of time to settle down, which I find which is very annoying. If you want to just quickly, you do your testing, you raise your pressure up to your let by, or to your pressure testing pressure. So if you want to set it to 20 to 21 millibars for your tightness testing, and it just seems to take a lot of time to settle down, whereas this, if I shut the meter off at 19.5, I know it's going to stop at 20.5. This one, it seems to carry on for a couple of millibars, and then it will after a few seconds it will settle down a bit, and so you're always guessing when to turn off your valve. So you're always constantly fiddling about with your hose, trying to get it to your test pressure. So that I find a little bit tedious, and imagine you're doing this 4, 5, 6 times a day. It's a little bit, it becomes a little bit tedious at times. So that is the only downside. This, as I say, is very, very quick response times. It settles down very quickly. As you can see, there's only a single input on this one, but that was adequate for me. So, but this, it's got magnets on the back. I don't know if you can see that. It's got magnets on the back, so that works quite well. It's not as good as this one by any means, and you've got this hook, which is really the hook is hopeless. I've never managed to get this to hook on anywhere and actually use it in a usable position. So the hook is really useless, so that's very poor design, that. So but other than that, this does work very well. It's got the 0 on off on the backlight. Doesn't have a time or anything, so quite basic, but it works well. This works well. So I do enjoy using this, and the only downside is, in the rain, this is not waterproof. This is waterproof, so this is splash proof. So in the rain, you need to put a plastic bag over this if your gas meter is outside. Yeah, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, I do like using this. It would be nice if it was splash proof or something, but this one that does all the things that you need to. Like I say, both of them, if it's cold and you pull them out of the van, they're a little bit slower than they'd normally be, as most electronics are. So just something to keep in mind. But I haven't tried any other brands, so I will say this I do find tedious at times. It becomes annoying. This I don't mind using this. I love to use it, but it's not perfect by any means. This will often fall down because the magnets are very small on this, and so on a day-to-day, this is very easy to use. We've got a lovely timer on there, so you don't need to try and keep it on your watch or on a separate timer. This has got nothing like that. This has got a timer on there, but as I said, I do feel it's a little bit tedious, and the response is a little bit slow. Is it a deal breaker? Probably not, because this can be annoying. As I say, it can fall down off the gas meter sometimes while you're trying to take the hose off or something, and the fact that it's not waterproof, like I say, you do need to make sure you put a plastic bag over it or something when it's raining and you go inside. So yeah, that's what I think overall. This comes in a zip case. This comes with nothing. So this comes in a long zip case with 2 short hoses, which are very short, only half a meter. So I did go and buy myself a 1 meter Monument hose. So, but overall it's not bad. It's like I say, the boot is excellent. The boot is excellent, but I'm still in two minds about the way it works. The fact that it's stable, it goes up, down. I'm in two minds about it. Perhaps one of the bigger brands, perhaps the Cane or something like that, might be better. I haven't tried those, so I'm not going to comment. So I'm not going to knock it completely. Perhaps those are the same. Perhaps you spend £200 and you get the same sort of response. But I prefer the way this works. But this has got all the features that you absolutely need, and it's pretty much the same. They sell for the same money at the moment. So if you can live with the slightly tedious way it measures, definitely this. But if but this is very nice. This works well as well. So I'm still a little bit undecided, but I'll leave that up to you. Okay, thanks for watching.